nice to see you again. Today, we are going to learn the physiological functions of 6 food organs. As mentioned in the overview of visceral manifestation, that the general function of 6 food organs is to transport and break down things without storage. This is their similarity. Meanwhile, each of them has its own characteristics. Nevertheless, when we are talking about physiological functions of 6 food organs, I need you always keep their relationship with Zang organs in your mind. Since most of their functions are under coordination with their paired Zang organs, i.e., heart and small intestine, lung and large intestine, spleen and stomach, liver and gallbladder, kidney and urinary bladder, and pericardium and Sanjiao. These kinds of interior-exterior relationship between Zang food organs are based on meridians. To make it easier to understand as well as to save time, we will divide the 6 food organs into 4 groups, with stomach, small intestine, and large intestine in one group, because of their similarity in receiving things and descending in T movement. With urinary bladder as group 2 because of its function in storing and excreting urine. With gallbladder as group 3 for its function in storing and excreting bile. And Sanjiao as group 4 because its very special concept and function. So let's start with the first group. This is a demonstration on food and water being digested and absorbed in the body from the view of TCM. First, we can see the physiological characteristics of T movement in stomach, small intestine, and large intestine are all descending. This kind of T descending is under the governing of stomach T. That's why in TCM, the balance between ascent and descent between spleen and stomach is regarded as the pivot for digestive system. Second, food and water or chyme or waste, no matter in which kind of form, they will be received by stomach, small intestine, or large intestine respectively. So during the reception, the spleen will work on them so as to transform and transport the clear or essence of food and water in another word. So the physiological functions of these 3 food organs can be concluded into descent in T movement. They all perform receiving things, while during their reception, different manipulation will be conducted respectively. For stomach, decomposing food and water into chyme by coordinating with spleen. For small intestine, perform further digestion on chyme by coordinating with spleen. For large intestine, changing the waste into feeders and excrete it. There is one more function of small intestine, separating the lucid from the turbid. 分清别浊. Let's look at the figure again. Pay attention to what is happening here. After the waste being transported down from small intestine, it diverges into 2 directions, with one part going to large intestine and the other part going to the urinary bladder. The process is named separating lucid from turbid. Here, the lucid refers to thin and the liquid part which goes to the bladder and will finally be excreted out as urine. The turbid refers to thick and relatively solid part which descends to large intestine and will finally be discharged in form of feeders. For the physiological function of urinary bladder, we know that it stores and excretes urine, but I have to mention again that the excretion of urine actually relies on T transformation of kidney. For the physiological function of gallbladder, it is to store and excrete bile. Similar to the couple of kidney and the urinary bladder, gallbladder is the place for storage of bile, while its excretion needs liberty. Except for a member of 6 full organs, gallbladder is meanwhile in the category of extraordinary full organs. Bile is a kind of essence which can assist digestion. So, different from stomach, intestine, gallbladder actually stores essence, that is bile, and it does not really take part in transporting and breaking down things, which makes it one of the extraordinary full organs. Moreover, gallbladder has a function of judging things and making decisions. Deliberation or strategy comes from the liver, while gallbladder assists in making decisions. It is the only one full organ that is related with mental activities. Okay, then Sanjiao is the last full organ. We can't find a word to translate the term, so I just leave pinyin here. Sanjiao has 2 meanings. The first one, it is one of the 6 full organs, which is regarded as the biggest full organ, named Gufu. Actually, it is a lowly full organ because of its size and particularity. No one else could make a comparison with it. Secondly, it represents the partition of the body, i.e., the upper jaw, the middle jaw, and the lower jaw. When it refers to a full organ, to be honest, we don't really know where it locates or what it looks like. From the records of TCM classics, TCM experts agreed that it may be a generic term for all pathways or even waterways. Therefore, the functions of Sanjiao as a full organ is to pass through original T and pass through water. Furthermore, when Sanjiao is regarded as a full organ, same as the other 5, it has an exterior-interior relationship with pericardium. What is pericardium? It is not even in the category of Zang organs. Pericardium is also named as 膻中 in TCM, and it is an envelope outside of the heart, which has the function of protecting the heart. It was thought in ancient China that heart is the king of the human body and must not be attacked. Anyway, it was just a very beautiful dream of ancient Chinese. In fact, the diseases and symptoms occurring which attack the pericardium are attacks made for heart. When Sanjiao is applied as the way for division of the body, the upper jaw refers to the chest part above the diaphragm, mainly including heart, lung, head, and face. The middle jaw refers to the part between the diaphragm and the umbilicus, mainly including stomach and the spleen, while the lower jaw refers to the part below the umbilicus, mainly including small intestine, large intestine, liver, kidney, bladder, and uterus. Sanjiao, representing partition of human body, was originally introduced in yellow emperors in the classic, while the idea was applied widely in doctrine of womb disease by TCM physicians in Ming and Qing dynasties. They even invented a method of single differentiation based on Sanjiao. Alright, let's make a conclusion. Stomach is to govern reception and decomposition, and stomach T is governing descending. Small intestine is to receive and digest chyme and to separate lucid from turbid. Large intestine is to change waste into feeders and discharge them. Urinary bladder is to store and excrete urine, and don't forget the excretion relies on T-transformation of the kidney. Gallbladder is to store and excrete bile. Likewise, don't forget liver's role in excretion of bile. Sanjiao, a very special term, has two meanings, with one as a full organ and the other as partition of the body. Okay, this is all the contents for the 6 full organs. Hope you like it, and I will see you next time.